Hey YouTube, Heroic Master here, bringing you guys an update to my Deskbots. They're able to compete against the meta. They are able to defeat some. Like, I've used this against monarchs. Like, of course, if this is against my friends, I was using Deskbots. I lent them my monarchs and beat them, because I knew what key cards you had to get rid of and what you needed to watch out for. So Despots are able to get over top meta decks. Starting us off is one Despot 1, main tuner, gains 500 attack for each machine, and when 2 or more monsters special summon at the same time, special summon this card from your graveyard. So, main tuner. At 3, he just clogs. Like, you don't want to see him in your hand much. What you want to do is you want to send him to the graveyard by 4's effect, by 4's effect, if you're battling a weak monster, or you want to see this in your hand first turn, or special summon it due to 3's effect first turn. Because first turn, depending on your hand, most of the time you can make your level 10 synchro. You can make your level 10 synchros, but you want this to be in your deck to send. I will be explaining some of my card choices for a couple of them, but others are just pretty standard. Despot 2, standard. This is your searcher. When specialed, adds a Despot card and gives all machine monsters 500 attack and defense. Despot 3, standard, special summons from deck when normal, different Despot, and then boosts a Despot monster by 500 for each Despot card. So basically, it gives itself 500 times the amount of Despot cards on the field that you control. Yeah, if it was on the field in the mirror match, you just win. Despot 4, if it battles an opponent's monster once per battle, you can so if your 5 monsters attack it, you can activate its effect 5 times. Send a Despot from deck to grave, and it gains 500 attack times its level. And then if during damage calc only, and if it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, special summons 2 Despots with different levels from hand and or grave. So you can get your 1 back from the graveyard without using 1's effect. So you get a lot of your plays there. Then are on Despot 5s, just staple to destroy spell trap card, and to special summon Despots from the grave when destroyed in the Pendulum Zone. Despot 6 switches changes one monster's battle position, and when destroyed adds a Despot from graveyard when in the Pendulum Scale. I do run 777 because it's the main boss monster for the deck. There was a time when I ended up getting it to 10,500 against Ghost Tricks, attack into their face down because they didn't have Parade or anything, and gamed him. Speedroids gamed him with 8,000. So against the they can compete with meta, but not too well. These do wreck them. 7s and 8s are what you want to see. So then 888, as I said, you want to see 7s and 8s in your hand. If you've got Pendulum Scale and a heap of Despots in your graveyard, you want to see these 8s and 7s in your hand as much as possible. Not for synchro, but for attack. 3 Ancient Gearbox for search power. For those who don't know what Ancient Gearbox does, if this card is added from the deck or graveyard to your hand, except by drawing, add 1 Earth Machine monster with 500 attack and or defense from your deck to your hand, except Ancient Gearbox. You can only use this effect of Ancient Gearbox once per turn. So you can search this off of Gigant X, and then get its effect off. So I do run 3. Spells, triple Machine Dupe, fairly staple, triple MST. I don't like Twin Twister, and you get especially your 1s from your graveyard by sending them or from specialing from deck. So MSTs, because they're MSTs, they're not going to get old. Then 1 limiter removal for game, raigeki for game, and soul charge, just to special summon your 2s back from the graveyard. And good combo you can go off is if you've got 2 2s and a 1 in the graveyard, special the 2s, get their effects off, and then you can special summon the 1 without paying 3,000 life points. You can just pay 2,000. So yep, just fairly staple for these cards. Traps, Royal Decree, staple, negates traps. Bottomless, get rid of problem cards, or when they pendulum summon, get rid of them. And following. There's a combo you can do with this with Leo. So what you do is, when you summon Leo, activate following to it. Since it can't be targeted by card effects except during your main phase 2, can't be targeted by opponent's card effects except during your main phase 2. And then following activates the card by targeting 1 synchro monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. So basically, it stops from being destroyed by battle, and destroyed by card effects is out of... So basically, it can only be targeted by card effects during main phase 2, and it can't be destroyed by card effects. So you just pretty much win from here. Also, if it battles an opponent's level 5 or higher monster, destroy that opponent's monster, and if you do, the targeted synchro monster that it's equipped to gains attack equal to the original attack of that destroyed monster until the end of this turn. So pretty much it's a clearwing in the terms of destroying, in the terms of attack bonus, but I do use it with Leo for most of my plays since I do make this almost every first turn. So the next couple of draws I end up getting following, set it when they draw against Cosmos, following, since Dark Destroyer only destroys monsters, you can just activate following and then it can't be destroyed. And it can't be targeted anyway. So then you just got to block here. 3,100 destroys all your opponents. So basically you can get over Dark Destroyers, which is just awesome. So they can't get rid of this, no matter what, with the following attached to it. Then on for extra, I don't have a side. If I did, I'd run, I would run Mask of Restricts, System Down, stuff like that, take out the Cosmo and the Monarchs, Flying Seas, Max Seas, stuff like that, just for draw power and stopping them. So for 10s, 2 Deskbot Jets and a Leo. Jet has 3 effects in 1. Gains 500 attack for each Deskbot card on the field. And then you can either destroy a Deskbot and special a Deskbot, or destroy a Deskbot and destroy, and it's pretty much either destroy a Deskbot, special a Deskbot, or scrap Dragon. And then Leo, as I mentioned before, just being able to get over the Dark Destroyers and not being able to be targeted by card effects, and a really good combo card with following. Just as long as you don't have Royal Decree activated. So you got your Jets and your Leo, 1 Trish, because it's Trish, 1 Omega, because it's Omega, 1 Scarlight, because it's Scarlight, just so you know it is Scarlight, like that. That looks just awesome. Because what I've done is, I'd make Scarlight, and then your opponent would Pendulum Summon all in defense. Next turn, I'd Pendulum Summon, effect, destroy all special summon, and then your opponent takes 500 damage for each. So basically, destroy yours, they take 2,000. Destroy your opponents as well, they take an extra 2/5, so that's 4/5 already. Then 1 Yazi, can't be targeted. Also, it's got 2/6. Clearwing, because it's Clearwing. Black Rose, because it's Black Rose. Black Rose Moonlight to bounce your opponents. Like, up against Fright Furs, this deck does suffer a little bit from Fright Furs. A little bit, just only a little bit. So you want to get Black Rose probably first turn against them, and then you can just, when they fusion summon their Fright Fur effect, to bounce it back. Then Meteorburst, because it's Meteorburst, negate your opponent's monster's effects during battle phase. Goyo Guardian, because it's Goyo Guardian, take your opponent's monsters. Not many people run Pendulums anymore due to the fact that the Banlist hit him, so Goyo Guardian just wrecks. armades to get over back row, and gigant for search power. So thank you guys for watching my deck profile. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like. If you want to see any other deck profiles, deck updates, or pack openings, leave them in the comments. But other than that, guys, Heroic Master out.